And right now, we would like to welcome in on the Breakfast Club Rick Lynn, who is the Executive Director of the Northwest Hills Council of Governments. He is our guest this morning, and this is a series of interviews that we have set up with the Foundation for Community Health, relating to you exactly what the Foundation for Community Health is, what they do behind the scenes that you might not be aware of. So first of all, let's welcome in Rick this morning. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Marshall. Pleasure to be here.
Nice to have you with us here. So for people out there that don't understand what the Northwest Hills Council of Governments is, of course, it started off as a smaller organization. It was the Northwest Council of Governments, the COG, then it became the Litchfield Hills Council of Elected Officials, and really it gives our section of the state as big a voice, tell me if I'm wrong, in Hartford, as the bigger cities and the bigger areas of the state.
Yeah, that certainly is one of the functions of the Northwest Hills Council of Governments, is to try to provide a united voice in Hartford when new legislation is being proposed, both the good and the bad. And the COG, which we refer to it as short, primarily provides a forum for the mayors and first selectmen in the 21-member towns to meet on a monthly basis and discuss regional issues, talk about municipal management topics that are of particular interest to them, but also to explore new opportunities for regional collaboration. So it provides an important forum for our area chief elected officials to meet on a regular basis and talk about things of importance to them. Connecticut does not have county government. That was eliminated back in the 1950s. So the 9 councils of government that have been established in the state of Connecticut, the Northwest Hills COG being one of those, provides some, county-like functions in that it does allow chief elected officials to work together to help one another.
I think one of the things I like most about it is it gets them all together, and not every town has the same ideas or same plans or same reaction, and it gives a chance for those chief executives of those towns to talk it out and to iron out differences before they go to the state, so you speak as one voice, one strong voice.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some chief elected officials that are more interested in legislative matters than others, but also the Council of Governments, we've never failed to have a quorum at any of our meetings, and I think it provides a great opportunity for some of the younger first selectmen to learn from some of the first selectmen that have been in office a long time. All of the first selectmen are overwhelmed with the amount of paperwork that comes from all over the place, and trying to weed through that and decide what's important to address and what you can let slide is, I think, one of the benefits that new COG members can receive from some of the older folks.
And even the older folks, I can say that because I'm one of those older folks at 68, even the older folks, with everything changing so quickly on a governmental basis, this is an easy way for them to keep abreast of those current changes as well.
Yeah, exactly. For example, we have some chief elected officials that are really interested in transportation, others not so much. We have some officials that are interested in emergency management, others not so much. But they can all learn one another and try to, keep their head above water with all the issues that they do need to address.
Now, let's talk about your relationship with the Foundation for Community Health. The reason we're doing a whole series of interviews over the course of the year, people understand, I think, know what the Foundation for Community Health is, but I don't think they understand how the Foundation for Community Health itself works with various nonprofits, organizations, businesses, schools, and the Northwest Council of Governments by providing funding and by setting up parameters. What are some of the things that the Council of Governments has been involved in with the Foundation for Community Health?
Well, the Foundation for Community Health has been a good partner with the Council of Governments. Their representatives frequently attend our monthly COG meetings, and they provide assistance with transit services in the regional area and so forth. But the premier program that the Foundation for Community Health sponsors with COG assistance is the Prescription Assistance Program. And I'm really pleased to have an opportunity to talk about that this morning, Marshall, because with the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and so many people struggling in so many different ways, this is a program that can really help people in need that need assistance with paying for their prescription drugs, their insurance premiums, and so forth. Essentially, the Foundation for Community Health provides funding to the Council of Governments every year to help administer the Prescription Assistance Program. And, every year we have dozens and dozens of area residents that benefit from this program. In a nutshell, $350 per month is available to help residents that qualify that are in need in the regional area to help pay for those expenses. And, I've been a little bit surprised that over the past year with COVID-19 that we have not seen a major upswing in the applications for the prescription assistance program. So I'm pleased to sort of get the word out there, help get the word out there as we look towards long-term recovery from the pandemic, that there are programs out there to help people in need, and the prescription assistance program is one of those. And area residents are encouraged to contact their town social service agent to learn more about the program and see if they're eligible and to help them apply.
Now, just so people understand, the council, basically in this, even though the Foundation for Community Health helps out, you are basically just oversight here. You don't do the actual hands-on work as you're just explaining now. That is done by the area people that people want to contact in each towns, right? Yeah,
that's exactly right. Our Council of Governments administers a number of programs. We have a fuel assistance program. We have a neighbor-to-neighbor program, in addition to our meat and potatoes work of regional planning and grant administration and so forth. But it is one of the programs, the prescription assistance program, that to a large extent, operates under the radar. And again, I think it's so important to try to get the word out there that is, if people need help paying for those prescription drugs or insurance co-pays, please do contact your local social service agent to see if you might be able to qualify for this funding. It's really a pretty simple program. The town provides a voucher to the individual. They take that to the drugstore or wherever, and then the drugstore bills the town sends it to the COG, and we sign the check. And again, it's worked very smoothly since 2004 when the program began, and our COG has been administering it since 2014. So, 7 years into the program, things operate very smoothly.
I think if people are listening to I'm sitting here a little dumbfounded because this is the first I've really heard in depth of this program. Once again, what we're talking about here this morning on the Breakfast Club is we're speaking with Rick Lynn, who is the Executive Director of the Northwest Hills Council of Governments, and a program that was set up in cooperation with the Foundation for Community Health, and that is a prescription drug fund. And $350 a month, Rick, is a big changer, simply because we have other organizations like the Jane Lloyd Fund, which helps people with other things other than the fight against cancer. It helps them pay other bills. But $350 a month, especially for people that might have very limited prescription drug coverage, really is a lifesaver.
Yeah, absolutely. And the frontline folks to work with, again, are the local social service agents. They typically know the residents in need, and they are aware of the program and have really done a terrific job in helping to promote the program to their area residents. And again, the program works very well, and we're just encouraging people in need to take advantage of that program.
And here's the interesting thing about this, Rick. To be eligible, household income has to be 400% of the federal poverty level. Now, let's throw that out for a second. Just as an example, a family of four could make up to $104,000, a little over that, and still be eligible. And of course, the amount that you get would, of course, increase the less your income was there. So this is a program that is pretty wide-based, actually.
Yeah, you do not have to be destitute to qualify for the program. I think the qualification criteria is very generous. As you say, a family of four can have an income of $100,000 and still qualify for the program. It is meant to supplement, not replace other programs, but it's there to help. And again, particularly with the challenges of the pandemic, for families, they're being impacted, by having to make their rent payments and other expenses. It can help. And again, we want to encourage people to take advantage of that.
And once again, if you're listening to this and you're a resident of one of the Northwest Connecticut towns, to find out more information about this, your social service agent is the person you contact, and they will set it all up. But Rick, what's great about this is it shows, sometimes you have people that are just plain anti-government and anti-things like that. But it shows what the power of government can do, especially when you get a nonprofit like the Foundation for Community Health, which also works with the Council of Governments. And on top of working with you, they work with lots of other organizations. And basically, government gets to do what it can do best, which is help people that need help, no matter how much they need.
Yeah, there does seem to be, an initial suspicion about any new government program. I think we saw that with our facade improvement program that we initiated and wondered why, more businesses were not taking advantage of it. This goes back a few years. Yeah. But, once word starts to spread that, that program works really well. It's really easy. And then we start to see more and more people taking advantage of it. And again, that's why I think it's so great that you're focusing on the prescription assistance program to, again, let people know that there is help out there.
Well, Rick, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. Of course, we'll put this interview up on our podcast page and our social media, and urge once again people to contact their own town or organizations, and just to keep up the good work and keep those leaders in line, will you?
Oh yeah, right. I think it works the other way around. Anyway, thank you, Marshall. I appreciate the chance to talk with you this morning.
All right, take care.
Yep, you too. Bye now.
All right, here on Robin Hood Radio, once again, that was Rick Lynn, who is the Executive Director of the Northwest Hills Council of Governments, talking about the prescription drug plan. More information, contact your local town social service agent. All right? All right.